welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the long-awaited Final Cut Pro for iPad Pro. I bought my iPad Pro about a year ago. It's got a 12.9 inch screen, the M1 chip, and a terabyte of storage, which is basically what is needed to run the Final Cut Pro. Before that, I was using my iPad Pro basically for watching videos, emails, the regular stuff you could do with any iPad. I even bought an iPad mini, which I use. But I finally have an iPad Pro app along with the Logic Pro app for iPad. So, one thing about it though I want to comment on, I know a lot of you are considering it also. Subscription or one-stop shop. On all my iMacs, I have the one-stop shop. I bought it once. I use iPad Pro on my desktops. Love it. Here it's a subscription base. It's $4 something a month or $50 for the year. I chose the 1 month free and then the $50 a year subscription just to try it out. After 6 years, you're basically paying for what you would do with a one-stop shop purchase. Another thing is, with this version, you're kind of stuck right now with the preloaded titles, sound effects, transitions, etc. that iPad Pro has with it. The third-party apps just haven't been able to catch up to the technology yet, but I'm assuming that's going to be taken care of pretty quickly because we have the conference coming up in about a week. Another thing is you cannot work off an external drive. And what I mean by that is you can use your SSD card and download files to your iPad, but then they are, of course, taking up your terabyte of memory or so. You can't work off of the drive like you can on the desktop. But you can transition your media, your video, to the desktop in order to finish it there. So anyway, in this video, I'm going to give you my first impressions and final thoughts about the software. So join me as we go into the software, follow along with my meandering musings as I try things out, see how they work, and we'll explore Final Cut Pro together. Right now, I am actually filming in Final Cut Pro, and I'll show you how to do that right at the beginning here. So what I want to do is, I'm going to go up to the camera. Up here in the left side corner, I've got my HD 30. That's what I'm going to keep it at, although you can change it. Slow-mo video on the right, power button here. So let's do an example of this. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. All right, and okay, done. Now it should be downloaded in my clips here. There it is. Okay, so let's get into it and do it to it. Well, I've messed around with this downloaded video a little bit. Right, let's take a gander around in here. Well, looky, what has cookie? If you just hold your command key down on your Magic Keyboard, all the Final Cut Pro commands show up. Very good. All right, another thing I would like to check is if you can use keyboard commands. Let's see, I'm going to highlight one of these live drawing things up here. Let's try this guy here. And I'm just going to hit the delete button on my Magic Keyboard. Boom, gone. Okay. If I want to bring that back, I go up to the top near the right, and I hit that little arrow here. Boom, it's my back arrow. Another one, let's see if we can highlight a clip. Let's do this martial arts mural here. There. Lower that a little bit. And I'm going to do Command B. Let's see if we can cut the clip. Boom, done. What happened there? Okay, let's take that back. So it looks like some of the keyboard commands do work here. Editing. Okay, what do we have here? We have on the magnetic timeline, we have music, we have voiceover, we have clips, we have titles, and I've even added some live drawing. It looks like it's on the top here. Okay. All right, well, let's take a look here. Got our video clips on the right side. We have our viewer window on the left. And if we want the inspector window, we click on the bottom left here. We don't have a clip there. Let's get that. There we go. Everything is the exact opposite of what it is on the desktop. Let's see. I want to make this opaque. Okay, that's not working. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going here. All right, our top 5 takeaways are the format of this setup is different than the desktop. We have our video clips on the right, our viewer window in the middle, and we have our inspector on the left, which is the opposite of what it is on the desktop. Okay, we have our drawing top here. Let's add something. I started drawing here. What I found is that I'm going to click on this white pen, okay, white color. The faster I write, the quicker it shows up on the screen and then disappears. So I'm going to write real slow here. And we're going to see if this keeps it on for the entire length of the video clip. Okay, little arrow pointing to the bridge. Very nice. We click done, top right. Okay. Let's view this clip now. Let's find the playhead. There it is.
I don't remember the last time I got to celebrate Lunar New Year in the Bay, but I'm glad I'm finally home. Lunar New Year symbolizes the beginning of a new year and represents the desires for a new life. It's a time to reflect and celebrate a year of your heart.
As you can see, I've already added some animated writing. What else do we have here? Our next top 5. We've got on the top right, we've got just the viewer window by itself. Next to that, we've got our effects, transitions, titles, backgrounds, objects, and soundtracks. Looks like for here we have to download the soundtracks from the cloud, so let's see how that is. Let's see what other kinds we have here. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to objects, see what kind of objects we have. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Backgrounds. What else do we have here? What are options? What are here? Snapping. Items in the timeline will align. Okay, we like that. Position and clip edits in the primary storyline will maintain project timing. Yay. Okay, done. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Volume in the clips. Alright, we have let's highlight this. There we go. All the way to the left, we've got this. Raise the volume or lower the volume. Won't do it for the music though. Interesting. I should get the microphone a little closer. That sounds a little better. Okay, we are testing. We're going to put this clip into the project. It's not called a library in the Final Cut Pro. I had a little slip of the tongue there, so what I'd like to do is kind of cut that out. This app has something called the jog wheel. Push on that, we can move it back click by click. Blown it out. Oh, blown it out. Playing a Beatles records backwards. Okay, right there I want to cut this, so I'm going to use the boy, I can talk the keyboard command of Command B. Boom. Now I want to move this. Let's highlight this clip a little. Okay, we got that. Bring this in a little bit. Let's see if we can get rid of that one spot. Okay, I want to cut right there, Command B. And we're going to highlight this little piece here, delete on the keyboard. Okay, let's see how that sounds now. This is a test video, testing 1, 2. Probably should get the microphone a little closer. That sounds a little better. Okay, we are testing. We're going to put this clip into the project. It's not called a library. Final Cut Pro app. It's called a project, and we're going to see now if this works or not. Alright, another thing I want to do is put a thank you for watching title at the end of the video. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to copy this clip. So Command C, playhead here, Command V. Now I'm going to take this clip, go over to my inspector window, take the opacity from 100% to 0 in the viewer window. Okay. So now I want to bring down a title. Let's see what we have here. Okay, transitions, titles. Here we go. Oh, this rotate one looks good. Let's try that one. Bring that down here. Okay, let's put it like right at the beginning. Whoop. Bring it right at the beginning. I should put the playhead there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I want to change that. We're going to add to the title here. So we're back in our inspector window at the left of the screen. I'm going to go down to about the middle where it says text layers. And toward the top where it says rotate, I'm going to type in thanks for watching. And it should do it. Let's see. Font size, everything else looks good. Alright, let's see how it plays now. Highlight this clip, Command B to cut, get rid of that thing there. Okay, let's see how she looks. Okay, now that I want to upload it to YouTube, I'm going to have to render it, so let's see what our options are here. Go to top center, and you video only, audio only, current frame, or Final Cut Pro for iPad project. Let's export it as a video. What are our options here? We have default high quality, smaller file size, social platforms, video codec. What is that? Let's take a look here. Oh, those are all our options. Okay, resolution 3840 by 2160. Yeah, baby. Movie, yep. Color space. So that's how we do it. I am going to enjoy working with this. A little different again from the desktop, but I think it's got some features that I like, and I'm going to keep using it. Let's sign off here. Final Cut Pro app. It's called a project, and we're going to see now if this works or not.